everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been gaining a lot of attention lately: mindfulness. In a world of constant distractions, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and disconnected. Our minds race with endless to-do lists, worries about the future and regrets from the past. We find ourselves scrolling endlessly on our phones, numbing our minds instead of truly experiencing the present moment. Stick around to find out how this simple practice can transform your life. Have you ever felt like your mind is a runaway train, thoughts racing out of control? That's anxiety, and millions of us deal with it every single day. But imagine a world where you could step off that train, even for a few minutes, and find a place of calm. That's the power mindfulness offers.
It's not about emptying your mind, but rather changing your relationship to your thoughts. When we're stressed, we tend to fixate on the problem, replaying worst-case scenarios. Mindfulness teaches us to observe these thoughts without judgment, like clouds passing in the sky. We acknowledge their presence, but we don't let them define us.
Think of it like this. You're holding two heavy suitcases, one filled with worries about the past, the other with anxieties about the future. Mindfulness is gently setting down those suitcases and choosing to be present in this moment. It's about noticing the feel of your feet on the ground, the taste of your morning coffee, the sound of birds singing outside your window. These simple acts of awareness anchor us to the present, breaking the cycle of negative thinking that fuels stress and anxiety. And the best part? Mindfulness is a skill you can cultivate through practice. Just like we train our bodies in the gym, we can train our minds to be more present, more aware, and ultimately more at peace. So if you're ready to break free from the grip of stress and anxiety, keep watching, because mindfulness might just be the key you've been searching for. In today's fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere. From the constant notifications on our phones to the endless stream of information online, it's no wonder many of us struggle to stay focused. We live in a state of attention deficit, jumping from one thing to another without truly being present in any of it. But imagine being able to quiet the noise, to truly hone in on the task at hand, and experience a level of focus you never thought possible. That's the power of a mindful mind.
Mindfulness teaches us to become aware of our wandering minds. We begin to notice when our attention drifts away from the present moment, whether it's getting lost in thought during a meeting or scrolling through social media while having dinner with loved ones. This self-awareness is crucial because it allows us to gently guide our attention back to the present. It's like training a muscle. The more we practice bringing our attention back to the present moment, the stronger our concentration becomes.
Think of it like this. Imagine your mind is a searchlight. Without mindfulness, that searchlight is constantly flickering, jumping from one thing to another. But with mindfulness, we learn to steady the beam, focusing our attention where we choose. The benefits of improved concentration are numerous. We become more productive in our work, better able to absorb information, and more engaged in our interactions with others. When we're fully present, we bring our A game to everything we do. We often go through life on autopilot, reacting to situations habitually without truly understanding the emotions and thoughts driving our behavior. But what if I told you that within you lies a deep well of wisdom and self-understanding, just waiting to be unlocked? That's the power of mindfulness. It illuminates the often hidden corners of our minds, allowing us to see ourselves more clearly.
Through mindfulness, we develop a heightened awareness of our thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations without judgment. Imagine this. You're caught in a traffic jam, and frustration starts to bubble up. Typically, you might react by honking the horn or getting agitated with other drivers. But with mindfulness, you observe that frustration. You acknowledge it without letting it control you. You might notice your heart rate increasing, your jaw clenching, or your hands gripping the steering wheel. By simply observing these sensations without judgment, You create space between the emotion and your reaction. This space is where the magic happens. In that space, you gain the clarity to choose a more helpful response.
This journey of self-discovery through mindfulness allows us to identify patterns in our behavior. We might notice that certain situations trigger specific emotions, or that we tend to react in predictable ways. Armed with this self-awareness, we can begin to make conscious choices that align with our values and aspirations. We can choose to respond to challenges with more patience, understanding, and compassion, both for ourselves and those around us.
Happiness. It's something we all strive for, yet it can often feel elusive, like chasing a butterfly. We seek it in external achievements, possessions, and relationships, believing that once we attain these things, happiness will magically follow. But what if I told you that true lasting happiness is an inside job? It's not about what we acquire, but about how we relate to the world around us and the thoughts within us.
This is where mindfulness becomes a powerful tool. Our minds are wired to focus on the negative. It's an evolutionary survival mechanism, but in our modern world it often leads to a negativity bias, causing us to dwell on what's wrong instead of appreciating what's right. Mindfulness helps us break free from this negativity bias by training our minds to focus on the present moment.
When we're fully engaged in the here and now, we're less likely to get caught in the hamster wheel of negative thoughts and worries. Imagine this. You're walking in nature, but your mind is racing with thoughts about work deadlines and upcoming appointments. You're physically present, but mentally checked out, missing the beauty surrounding you. Now imagine taking a few deep breaths, feeling the ground beneath your feet, noticing the warmth of the sun on your skin, and listening to the gentle rustling of leaves. This is mindfulness in action.
It's about savoring the simple pleasures that life has to offer, finding moments of joy in the everyday. Mindfulness also cultivates gratitude. When we practice mindfulness, we become more aware of the good in our lives, even amidst challenges.
Life is full of ups and downs. It's a roller coaster ride with unexpected twists and turns. But you possess an innate ability to navigate these challenges with resilience.
This inner strength is not about avoiding difficult emotions. It's about riding the waves of life's challenges with a steady mind. Mindfulness becomes our anchor in the storm. We develop acceptance of what is, even when things don't go our way.
We acknowledge our difficult emotions without judgment. Imagine yourself as a tall, sturdy tree standing firm in a storm. The wind may howl, the rain may lash, but the tree remains rooted. This is the essence of resilience, adapting and bouncing back from adversity.
In today's fast-paced, digitally connected world, it's easy to feel disconnected from the people around us. We're constantly bombarded with information, our attention pulled in a million different directions. But deep down, we all crave meaningful connections, a sense of belonging, and the warmth of genuine human interaction.
Mindfulness can be the bridge that brings us back to ourselves and to each other. It enhances our ability to listen attentively, communicate effectively, and cultivate deeper, more fulfilling relationships. Think about it. How often do you find yourself half listening to someone, your mind preoccupied with your own thoughts and to-do lists? Or how often do you react impulsively in conversations, letting your emotions dictate your words?
Mindfulness helps us break free from these reactive patterns by bringing our attention to the present moment. When we practice mindful listening, we silence the chatter of our own minds and focus wholeheartedly on the person in front of us. We pay attention not just to their words, but also to their tone of voice, body language, and the unspoken emotions they might be conveying. This deep level of presence creates a space of empathy and understanding, allowing us to connect on a much deeper level.
Mindfulness also enhances our communication skills. When we are mindful, we become more aware of our own emotions and how they might be influencing our words and actions. This self-awareness allows us to communicate our needs and boundaries more effectively, reducing misunderstandings and conflicts.
Furthermore, mindfulness helps us cultivate compassion, both for ourselves and others.
Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We explored how mindfulness can empower you to manage stress, enhance your focus, understand yourself better, and unlock a greater sense of joy and resilience. But remember, knowledge without action is like a seed unplanted. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine can make a world of difference. See you in the next video.